Ha ha ha!
Hey y'all, it's me, Majora T, back here with a little bit of backlog vloggery, in the words of my homie, the Dead Thumb Gamer, who I would say coined the term. I have a big update for you. I just finished The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, only on Nintendo Switch. And while I did really enjoy the game, it's going to have a significant impact on the backlog. So we're going to take a moment and turn our direction to Backloggery. All right, Backloggery. This is a site that I've been using for a couple years. I really enjoy it because it's a fun way of logging the collection. It allows you to monitor the stats that you have as far as finishing games. You'll see in the top right corner you have medals for unfinished, beaten, and complete. And there's also other options that you can use for games such as null or unplayed, or also a master run. So we're going to take a moment and first look back at the video I did 2 years ago and what some of the standout statistics were then. Let's see that old Majora T style, shall we?
Oh, Backlog, when will I ever get ahead of you? Oh, pardon me, that was just me daydreaming about my undying collection of video games. At the very top of the page, you see games that I am playing now. You set your games that you are playing to now playing, and you can update them as you play. I've got 3 right now, technically 4, but some of them I don't like to log that I'm playing them at the moment. Like, I'm playing the Talos Principle on PS4, but I just didn't log it because I'm playing it sporadically. Not a bad thing, but I just don't want it sitting here at the top of the page. But you got So, my collection's actually not looking too bad. I've beat 96 games that I own, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. And it could always be better. And I can always do completion runs on these games. This is a little concerning. 56 unplayed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that. I like this backloggery thing. It's helping me see my trends, the kind of games I can play. And even though I thought previously, oh, I can't sit down and play a console RPG, I'm proving myself wrong here. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed. See you later. More games to beat. I still got a big backlog though. That's never gonna change.
Oh man, that was a video for the ages, and hopefully this one will be as well. I want to take a moment and compare what we saw there to the backlog as it stands today. So note that today I've updated the little artwork image here, so that's pretty awesome. Currently playing Pokemon Crystal, which needs to be updated. The Witcher Complete Edition, which needs to be updated. Finished Kirby Superstar Milky Way Wishes, one of the 6 games on there. And currently playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. What else is new? The stats are a total of 143 unfinished games. 120 are beaten and 20 are complete with 3 master runs. And one of the interesting things about listing a game as a master run is that it doesn't count towards your completion percentage, which may be something I want to contact the creators of the site for. And we're going to take a moment and first update the games I've been playing. So Pokemon Crystal, I do have 8 badges right now. And I am doing a 6 Pokemon challenge. So like the first 6 that you catch, you have to, if you're going to take any more into your party, you have to release them. So I kind of set that parameter on myself. Also level 50 Geodude. What? So let's save that. Not finished yet though. I gotta take on them Elite Fours. The Witcher Complete Edition is now the Beat Edition because I finished it with a log of about 55 hours. Geralt level 34. So I'm gonna update all of those. Usually first I like to start with the credits roll date. So today is the 10th. And I beat it yesterday, so that's the 9th. And I like to use semicolons to space everything out. And I also like just putting the amount of time it took me. The Switch doesn't tell you exactly, but it does give you a ballpark. So 55 plus hours logged. And I'm going to give it 4 stars. I'll come back to that, I guess, later. Just give the review. It really had to do with it being on the Switch. But now, take a look at this. This is the exciting part. So let's get a drum roll, shall we? The backlog is now down to 49.8% unfinished. I did it. I crushed that threshold. I knocked my backlog down to below 50% for unfinished games, and that's huge. For the longest time, I've found my backlog of games very large and very hard to tackle. And over the course of 2 years, I've managed to get to a point where I've now finished more than half of them. And that's exciting to me. It's really, a big move because it means I can really appreciate the games that are in my collection more now. And, it's kind of interesting because a lot of these goals that I set for myself on YouTube, I don't always accomplish, like finishing turn-based RPGs. I still haven't done that. I set that goal like 2, maybe 3 years ago. But this is one I managed to tackle. Last time I had like 72% games unfinished, meaning I hadn't finished more than like a third of my collection, and now it's down to half. And the number of total games has gone down. The last time it was at like about 400, maybe 380. So now I've got 142, 121, and 22, give or take maybe 5 games, let's say. So you add those up real quick and you get like 280. I've sold and donated a number of games I wasn't playing that still didn't quite hit the number I needed. So I've managed to finish a lot of the games that I own and not buy too many either. This site has allowed me to be a lot smarter with how I play my games, with how I finish my games, with how I log my games, and how I enjoy my games. Putting those like kind of parameters on yourself for enjoying a game are really awesome. I actually just want to take a moment and run through what some of my master runs were. So on the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition for the GameCube, rest in peace. What do you do with this, right? I gotta get a new GameCube. Maybe I'll reward myself for hitting that threshold. I did a 3 heart run, so I didn't get any of the heart upgrades throughout the entire game, and I managed to beat it. I did that one on stream too. There's a playlist for it if you want to watch. PlayStation 4, Ukulele and the Impossible Lair. That was my first platinum trophy, and that's a big deal to me. You might argue that's not a master run because I didn't play the game with no damage or anything, but it's really what you make it. Going for that 100%, I guess you could call it a completion run. I don't know. And Sonic the Hedgehog Sega Ages on the Switch, I did a speed run for personal reasons just to see how long it would take me. I did that one on stream as well. That's on One Player Hangouts. That was under an hour. It was 52 minutes. So I really like just having this as far as monitoring what I'm doing. I know Alex is playing Revenge of the Gator Pinball. Before I sent that to him, I had, a high score logged. And it's really cool to do that with some of these old games and sharing them in a community. I go to my Atari 2600 collection, which is also at the house. I can't really experience right now. Oh, this is still under Master Run. Hold on. If you go to the My Games tab and let's see the 2600, I believe I put high scores for almost all of them. So you can come here and challenge me to beat you at one of these scores, or you could challenge yourself. Will you get over 32,000 in Donkey Kong? I don't know. You have to try it. But I think this is fun. I think it's enjoyable. And I've really gotten the most out of this website. I'm curious, do you use Backloggery or do you use any type of way of monitoring your collection? What's the biggest your collection's ever gotten? The fact that I ever had 400 games still kind of baffles me. And I'm really happy that I did manage to, curtail it to a point where now most of it fits on this one shelf. And maybe if you guys want a shelf tour, I could do that too. But, I could walk you through more of this stuff that I do on Backloggery maybe another day. I think this was good for a 3rd installment. Let me know, what's your backlog like? And did you enjoy the video? If so, hit me with that thumbs up and drop a sub if you haven't. Catch y'all later. Y'all rock. Just keep that in mind. I appreciate you. Majora T. We'll see you another day. Deuces.